When you confront a narcissist with these methods, they'll immediately know their place. We're back with another video. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us today. Your time is greatly appreciated. Without viewers like you, maintaining my channel would be impossible. And if you're new here, make sure you don't miss any updates by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Let's get started. Today's video explains how to deal with a narcissist in a way that causes you the least amount of harm. You shouldn't let this opportunity pass you by, so let's get going. Here are the best methods for dealing with a narcissist. But before you go trying to knock a narcissist off their high horse, there are a few things you should know. You should exercise caution when challenging a narcissist, as doing so could make you a target. If you insist on taking that road, you had better get your body ready for any kind of strain it might experience along the way. Narcissists will usually avoid confrontation with your determined and strong-willed. But while this may seem like a great idea at first, remember that the narcissist will perceive your vulnerability and look for ways to hurt you. So, never lose your composure or show any symptoms of weakness. Careful consideration is required. Whatever you do, keep moving forward. To prevent being seen as a weak spot by a narcissist, you must realize that they are real predators. Now let's get down to business and talk about some of the best strategies for handling a narcissist. Start off by not responding, no matter how demanding or potentially difficult it may be. Make sure there weren't any teary faces or other blatant distractions. There is always the risk of being overheard when conversing with master manipulators. Every little thing can become a means to hurt you. So give them nothing they can use to hurt you. And so, what's the best thing to do? Remain a poker face. The more your capacity to manage your emotions, the better. Don't give them any insight into your mind, not even a tiny sliver. It is in everyone's best interest if you keep that information to yourself. It is written in the Bible that one should not cast their pearls before swine. The best way to make a narcissist remain in their place is to take all power away from them. You have to act as though it's no big problem when they do something that bothers you. They can't hurt you with their passive aggression, and you can see right through their tricks. When a narcissist sees that they can't control you, you've successfully put them in their place. Keeping your cool is a foolproof way to give the idea that you understand what they are up to. The fact that you don't give a damn about what they do is glaringly clear. Nothing of significance in your life can be attributed to them. Nothing about them seems interesting or inspiring to you. If they have nothing to use against you, they won't be able to bother you or cause you harm. When narcissists are ignored, all they can do is mope around. Don't give a narcissist your time or energy because they'll take it regardless of the quality. Stop worrying, and non-reactive is a perfectly safe choice. Second, when dealing with a narcissist, take off the rose-colored spectacles and give up hope. There is a price to be paid for this, and it requires raw honesty. To be effective, it is necessary to be honest with oneself and to hold reasonable expectations of the people and the environment one finds oneself in. You can avoid being taken aback by your narcissistic partner's unexpected behavior with the assumption that they are not the good, kind, honest, and really loving people they have shown themselves to be so far. You've had power and authority ever since. Look at them as who they really are. Don't expect this and that. As a rule, empaths look past the negative actions of others and instead concentrate on the redeeming qualities they see in those they interact with. You can never expect this from a narcissist. Think more highly of their actions rather than their words. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's easy to make a claim, but can someone back it up with consistent actions? Warning signs should not be ignored. Rather than trying to hide from or ignore how you really feel, be honest with yourself. If you're not going to fall for their tricks and pretensions of superiority, they must think that you aren't an easy target. Simply being able to see everything clearly has a calming effect because you don't need to expect anything that will end up making you feel disappointed. You can avoid getting thrown off by their presence if you are seen as an exemplar of integrity and good judgment in your field. You will get so much stronger now. Put down the rose-colored glasses and stop expecting a miracle. Instead, start the path of radical self-honesty and acceptance. First of all, It's the honest truth. Narcissists have no ability to change their behavior in any significant way. Third, when dealing with a narcissist, silence is priceless. You can put a narcissist in their place by pretending they don't exist. Just ignore them and don't help them in any way. There is a total lack of words because you treat them like air. Your inactivity demonstrates a total lack of curiosity about the narcissist whatsoever. Apathy and non-response speak volumes, saying that you are not someone to be trifled with or taken advantage of in any way, far more than any words could. Keep an eye out for people who treat others with contempt and disrespect. They may be trying to trick or manipulate you. If you neglect them, they will abandon you very soon. In fact, you should avoid interacting with them in any way possible. 4. Don't give in to their attempts at gaslighting. Make sure they won't succeed. Narcissists utilize gaslighting, a technique of deception in which the target begins to doubt his or her own sanity to control their victims. You could go completely insane if you give them the benefit of the doubt. Its purpose is to misinform, mislead, and discredit you. Remember that you are completely conscious of what you are doing. Being true to yourself is not giving in to deception. Even if the narcissist tries to convince you otherwise, you stand firm in your position. No one has the right to make you doubt the validity of your own thoughts and experiences. Staying out of an argument with a narcissist is the best way to avoid a losing war. Don't waste your breath or mental resources trying to change their minds. Inevitably, you will fall short of your goals. Narcissists know their own reasons for acting the way they do. Thus, it's pointless to try to change their minds. Don't try to debate with a narcissist who is trying to persuade you of a lie. In place of giving a drawn-out explanation in response to a question, consider responding with just one word. Give it a delay before you give them an answer, and then say "oh" or "okay," for example. As the saying goes, sometimes silence is golden. If you feel you must defend yourself, do so in a level-headed and methodical manner. Control your emotions. It's important to pick your conflicts wisely in order to prevent yourself from becoming mired in pointless, rehashed discussions. Narcissists are good at creating mind-numbing and never-ending debates. Keep in mind that when talking to a narcissist, brevity is key. Ignore their requests. People who say things like "that never happened," "I never said that," and "I didn't do that" are lying. Just say "oh" or "ok" and give them a look as if you're confused. After that, you need to keep quiet. That will have a greater impact than anything else you say. On top of that, you can say, "I realize what you mean entirely." It's like you say this, you're basically telling me that I should ignore your nonsense. There is no doubt that we have the same opinion on the subject. The information you just provided us with about your behavior and speech is sufficient. Simply put, constantly remind yourself that you have the power to nullify their influence by standing fast. The fifth piece of advice is to make sure you take thorough notes. Take careful notes since narcissists are challenging to deal with. Defending yourself against black and white is difficult. There is less room for embellishment when events and conversations are recorded. Keep a hard copy or electronic copy of all letters, emails, and other forms of correspondence you receive. It's possible you'll never need it, but if or when you do, you'll be grateful you have it. This emphasizes the significance of keeping accurate records. When it comes to a narcissist, the evidence speaks for itself. Any further discussion would only serve to heighten the drama. 6. Even if it hurts, you should never stop being who you really are. Toxic narcissists can be driven away if their negative vibes aren't able to dampen their target's upbeat dispositions and actions. The toxic people in your life don't know how to interact with someone as genuine and kind as you. Nothing will change as long as you both carry on as before. It's inevitable that someone with impeccable morals will reveal their true colors. Narcissists don't have any special regard for people who have the potential and determination to make a difference, since they consider themselves as diametrically opposed to such people. To have the best life possible, you must focus solely on yourself and take all necessary actions. Just be who you are and let your actions and motivations speak for themselves. If that's the most important thing, your voice will be heard clearly. In any case, I hope this information was helpful to you. This concludes today's video. To inquire about anything else, please feel free to contact me at any time. Let us know what you think or experience by posting a comment down below. Please consider subscribing to our channel and using the notification bell for future videos. Thanks for taking the time to hear my side of the story. Have a nice day.